Welcome back, everyone. We're live on Facebook, so hi to everybody out there. Like us and follow us. My next guest, I got a couple of newbies with me now. I have with me Brian Russo, and he's the owner and instructor of Arizona Premier CPR. Welcome to the show. First off, I got to ask you to tell us a little bit about, Arizona CPR, Premier CPR, and why someone should take a CPR class.
Well, thank you for having me, first of all, Carol. I appreciate that. Well, what we do is we work very closely with the American Heart Association as well as businesses around the valley and families. We always recommend for people to take a CPR class or at least learn about CPR so that when inevitably they are in a situation that is an emergency, which most of the time will actually happen outside of a medical facility, that they can actually respond quickly and properly to keep themselves safe and the person they're helping safe as well.
Save someone's life. You never know when it could happen. Now, before you came on, there's a couple of things I want to get out about you, okay? First of all, you work statewide.
Absolutely.
You're rated with the Better Business Bureau. And, to me, I think it's so important for people to, not only just for, let's say you have young children, but you might be a grandmother that takes care, or grandfather that takes care of children, or what have you. There's all sorts of reasons. You also work situations. How does one, if they are listening to this, let's say they want to take a class, okay? How do they go about doing that?
So one, we want to make sure that they're taking the most appropriate class for their needs, because a lot of classes are customizable for individuals. So a lot of times they'll call me directly, because I love talking on the phone. But they'll call me directly, or they'll go to our website and they can look up all the information about each individual type of class that they are able to take. But we do like to elaborate. We do encourage people to actually call us directly so that we can just get a better understanding of, what they're wanting to learn, what their situation is. Like you said, grandparent watching their grandkids. Maybe they just want to do for children or infant only and not for the adult segment. So those can be customized per individual situation, which is nice.
The phone number to call is 480-435-2622. They are statewide. They're rated with the Better Business Bureau, and you can check them out on the website. It's azpremiercpr.com. Now, I want to go into this other question, really important to you, because we're going to talk about your classes and what you offer and things like that. But you also wanted to get the people to understand that they can also get involved.
Oh, absolutely.
So let's talk about that.
Absolutely. So we have a lot of people that like to get involved with volunteer work. We're always, as a company, we're always looking at different organizations to do volunteer work to increase awareness of not only how to perform CPR just generally, but also how to get involved with other organizations to help them out as well. And I get a lot of people that want to become an instructor after taking a course because they're like, I really have fun with this, I really want to learn more about it, and I want to help my community. So what we do is we are what's known as a training site with American Heart Association, so we actually train instructors to do what we do. And they can do that on the side as like a side gig. We get a lot of people that just want something on the side to help their community. And then we have people that I want to do this full time. I absolutely love it, which is how I actually got into it.
Do they do it along with you, or do you have like a clause, or can they even start their own business if they wanted to?
Oh, they can absolutely start their own business.
Mm-hmm.
We actually do offer continual support, not only going through the instructor course, like actually learning about the systems that they use and how to enter people's information and how to process things, but we also offer continual support to help them find classes to teach, help them get connected with businesses, because we care about their success, because if they're successful, we're going to be successful.
I think that's awesome. And here's the thing, there's a lot of people out there that, the times are hard right now and they're looking to make a little extra bucks, right? This is a great way to be able to do it. The best thing I think to do is first, number one, call. I think you like them to call you directly. Their phone number is 480-435-2622. 22. The website is azpremiercpr.com. You can go up there and you can check out everything. But I think having that consultation with you, first off, is the best thing to do.
Yeah.
Now, I want to go back into, why the American Heart Association most preferred method of certification. So let's talk about what that is and what you mean by it, because I said a mouthful right there.
The American Heart Association is mostly preferred amongst schools, companies, when you do require certification, whether you're a medical provider, you're going to medical school, or whether you're a construction worker, electrician, things like that. A lot of businesses and a lot of organizations like American Red Cross, for example, actually their training stems from the research done by the American Heart Association. And they actually invest millions of dollars every year into scientific research, so that when we get updates on our training, which is about every 5 years, they update it about every 5 years, so we get up-to-date information so that when you are out there saving a life in that situation that we never want to be in, we can be the most effective.
You're up to date.
Absolutely.
That's the point.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Now, I also want to talk a little bit about your classes. Are they online or are they in person? Both. They have to be a little bit, right?
Absolutely. A lot of people, especially after COVID and everything, we're all used to doing things online and learning.
Right.
And,
but if you're saving
some
my
people-
life, I want you to kind of be more in person, folks. So the
Oh,
person
exactly.
that does in person, tell me who you are.
Oh, exactly. So we actually have a couple different courses. So you can decide to take a full in-person course where it's about usually an average of 3 to 4 hours, depending if you're taking first aid as well, because you can add first aid onto any class, of course. But you can also do what's called a blended learning course, which is you can take the information online, you can watch the video, get the information, and learn at your own pace, the academic kind of stuff, and then you have to come in with us to do a physical skills demonstration.
Where are you located?
Well, we actually go all around the valley, but
So
I
you
do
go to them to
teach-
do that?
I can, yes.
That's
yes, we
nice.
actually do have families also that will just have like an event as well. We'll be like, oh, well, we want to learn as a family, so we want to make like an event out of it. So I go to people's homes or facilities or whatever, but I do smaller classes directly out of my own personal home, actually, because a lot of people, they just don't have those resources. But a lot of times they need the certification. So they're like, you're the closest thing to me, it's easy and convenient, takes a couple hours, and then bam, you're out of there.
And you have the certification, and again, we want to make sure that you understand this is an American Heart Association certification,
Yes.
which makes that even better. Now, let's talk about the classes that you offer. What are some of the different ones?
So there is basic life support. So that class is going to be for medical providers. Like if you're going into medical school, if you're going to be working in a nursing facility, dentists, doctors, things like that. There's Heart Saver, which is more for, let's say, example, like teachers in the educational system, physical trainers, people that aren't necessarily in the medical field, or families. Okay, people that, they want the information, but they're not like in the medical field specifically. So, and then first aid as well. You can actually add on first aid to any class. It's not required unless you want it. And then I also am certified as a Narcan administration safety instructor, because I think we all know that it's gotten really crazy with the opiate epidemic and fentanyl and all those dangerous drugs.
That's very important.
And not to mention also that if you're an elderly person and you have like pain meds, for example, accidentally taking too many pain meds, we
There
always
are
want
too
to be
many
prepared.
reasons why more people should be prepared.
Absolutely.
And especially for the people that, if you want to get involved with this, what a great giving back to your community, giving back to the people, of saving someone's life. There's so many different reasons. You can check them out on their website. It's azpremiercpr.com. They're statewide. They can come to you or you can come to them. They're rated with the Better Business Bureau. The phone number to call is 480-435-2622. It's azpremiercpr.com. Hang tight. We'll be back in just a minute.